I began watching anime around November of 2021, and at first I was watching animes that had around 24 episodes per season, like Re:Zero, Kill la Kill, or Cowboy Bebop, and I was trying to avoid those that had a lot of episodes, usually more than 100. After a year of watching short series, I tried watching my first long-form anime, Gintama, which I fell in love with. This opened me up to the idea of trying to watch animes that have more episodes like Bleach and the original Dragon Ball, which I started recently. So for this video series, I'm going to document my watching experience with Dragon Ball, talking about the good and the bad parts as I saw them, and trying to create a small review for each arc or saga. As the title of the video suggests, let's dive into the first arc of the anime, the Emperor Pilaf Arc, which covers episodes 1 to 13. We are going to start with the story, and the story at first is pretty simple in my opinion. We have these Dragon Balls all around the world, and if someone can gather all 7 of them, he will then be able to summon this magical dragon, Shenron, which looks pretty damn cool. I really like his design, who will grant him or her one wish. What I like about this is the idea of an adventure, seeing our team going to different places like the ocean, Mount Frypan, Diablo Desert, and I'm a huge fan of that. I realized quite early that the anime is taking inspiration from the Journey to the West novel, and I saw that especially in the character of Goku, with his monkey-like look, magical staff, the cloud he's flying on, and also his name. I heard that the original Dragon Ball has more of a comedic focus to it, and I can see that in the Bunny Boss episode and in some of the goals our characters have, like how Bulma wants the Dragon Ball so she can have a perfect boyfriend, or Yamcha to be able to speak and keep his calm around girls. So it's not a very serious anime, at least for now. There were some funny moments that had me smile or even laugh a little, but there were also some bad things that we are going to talk about at the end of the video. The story of this arc was presented in an episodic manner, usually ending with our crew being able to find a Dragon Ball after solving a problem, just like a quest system in a video game, and moving closer to completing their goal. I want to add that there were 2 moments in the arc that surprised me. The first one was the Kamehameha. I didn't expect it to happen this early, and I also didn't expect Goku to use it this fast, even though it was a weaker version of it. The second one was Goku's transformation at the end, when he becomes this big and more dangerous Donkey Kong monster. That caught me off guard, but it was pretty cool, and also a little disturbing finding out that maybe he's the one who killed his grandpa. The arc ends with Pilaf failing to get his wish of becoming the king of the world. It seems that Wulong is the winner by getting his wish, showing in a way the comedic nature of the anime. Goku losing his tail and being carefree about this situation, which really fits his personality, and I quite like it. And the last shot is of Goku leaving the team so he could go and train under Master Roshi. Also, I love how in the end Bulma and Yamcha become closer to each other, in a way having their wish come true without the need of the Dragon Balls. So I guess everyone gets a happy ending, aside from Pilaf.
Pilaf-sama! Doko e? Nigeru desu ka? Bakamono! Nigeru no dewa nai! Yatsura wa omae tachi ni makaseru!
Moving on to the characters, the first ones we see in episode 1 are Goku and Bulma, and I think the first episodes did a very good job of introducing them and their personalities. We see Goku as being physically strong and agile, but he's also innocent and naive because he spent his whole life in the wild away from society. Meanwhile, Bulma is very weak in comparison, and she's not used to living or even surviving in the wild alone, but she's very manipulative, smart, and more knowledgeable than Goku. After all, she was able to create a tracking device for the Dragon Balls. We also observe how Goku reacts when he sees for the first time a car, trying to destroy it using his staff and brute force, and I think of this as a way of showing us how he deals with the unknown or his problems. The other characters we meet are Master Roshi, the master of martial arts who trained Goku's grandpa, but also a perverted old man, Oolong, a pig who has the power of shapeshifting, and another pervert-type character, Yamcha, a desert bandit who starts as Goku's enemy at first, but later on becomes his friend, and who is very shy around girls. So, in a way, he's the that's me for real type of character back in the day. And Puar, another shape-shifting character that looks like a cat, and it's Yamcha's partner and best friend. Also, I like Puar more than Oolong. I really like his design and his personality. We also have Pilaf, who is the main villain of this arc, or I would better say the inept comical villain of the arc, and his two lackeys, the ninja fox Su and the more serious Mei. And as a side note, I like the two of them more than Pilaf, and I hope they will be more important in the future or have a bigger role. There are even more characters that appear in the story, like Boss Rabbit, and one of the students who used to train under Master Roshi. Quite a lot of characters for just 13 episodes, and I wonder how many of them will appear in the future. I don't think that the rabbit dude is gonna show up again though. Moving on, I would like to talk a little bit about what I felt was the bad part, or at least the parts I didn't enjoy that much. I hope I won't anger some Dragon Ball fans with my next take, and if I do, please take pity on me. But those were the panty-oriented jokes and some of the moments that were centered around Oolong and Master Roshi perverted side. I'm not saying that every panty or sex-oriented joke was bad. I liked the part when Pilaf was threatening Bulma to tell him where the Dragon Ball was, and those around Goku, I think they helped to highlight his naive and childish side, but I believe they were overused in some episodes, and some of them were pretty creepy. One example would be when Oolong was able to fool Bulma and Goku into drinking something that will put them to sleep, so he could see Bulma naked, and who knows what else he was planning to do. I quite feel sorry for Bulma. For me, I was a little surprised to see this type of jokes and moments. I didn't expect them. I thought that Dragon Ball would be more action or family friendly in a way. Because of this, I would say that my least favorite characters of the arc are Oolong, followed up by Master Roshi. But I'll have to see if my opinion on them is gonna change later on. In the end, I would like to add the fact that I like the intro and the ending song. In general, I think that old animes had good intros and endings. I also like the transition animation during the commercial break with the balls and the umbrella game. I also like the fact that Bulma changed her clothes during the arc. I love it when characters change their appearance by having new clothes or a new look. As for the animation, it's pretty old since the anime is from the late 80s, as far as I know, but I don't have a big problem with it. Sometimes I really enjoy seeing this old animation style. Overall, I could say that aside from the creepy and some panty-oriented moments, I quite enjoy the anime, and I'm interested to see how it is going to continue, and what's the deal with Goku's ape form, and how that's going to develop. If you like my video, please give it a like and also subscribe to be up to date when I upload my next video talking about the next arc. And I also plan to talk about other animes in the future and maybe other type of anime-oriented content. If you have some feedback, please leave it in the comments down below. Thanks for watching and have a nice day. Peace.
よし、巻き割りおしまい。
腹減ったな。